Welcome back everyone to my Endless Space 2 Let's Play, playing as the Riftborn on Endless Difficulty. So since the last video, the last time I recorded, there's actually been some big news for Endless Space 2. Amplitude, the developers, have announced the release date for the game. It's supposedly going to be on May the 19th, I believe. I hope I got that right. So when I'm recording this, that's just over a month away, and it'll probably be about a month away when this video comes out. So yeah, that's great news basically. And of course, with the release version of the game, there will be the last new major faction, a couple new minor races, a ton of bug fixes no doubt for the few things that are a bit iffy here and there, and a ton of balance changes. And there may be the odd feature possibly, although I think we're nearly feature complete with this update 3 of the early access. But yeah, it's great anyway. There's going to be yeah, a lot of people being able to, well, you're already able to play the game I guess already, but I'm sure a lot more people will be playing the game when the release version comes out. And I of course am going to be doing a release version Let's Play. Someone asked me on Twitter recently, so I thought I better mention that in this video as well. So you'll have to let me know what major faction you'll want me to play as for the release version Let's Play, which will be on or in or around the 19th of May of course. I could cover one of the factions I already have done in all of the early access Let's Plays so far, like the Lumeris and the Horatio, the United Empire, or the Riftborn of course. Or I could do one of the ones I haven't covered, like the Cravers, the Sophon, or the Vodjani, or even play as a new major faction. You'll have to let me know. I don't even know who the major faction is going to be, the new one, yet. Decent chance I want to cover them. But yeah, any settings as well for that Let's Play that you'd want to see, or things you want me to discuss, let me know. There's going to be a ton more Endless Space 2 content on the channel. I'm planning more Let's Plays after that initial release version Let's Play, and maybe even some guides as well. So, right, that's the news. So let's get on with this Let's Play then. I think I was actually considering basically doing another early access update 3 Let's Play, but I think maybe I'll just finish this one off and then wait for the release version. But we've got a while to go in this one yet anyway. I've conquered the first capital in the last video of United Empire, and they're on their last legs now. Once I take Giovannis, we should be able to end the war and get rid of my happiness approval issues caused by all of the truces. Speaking of that, I've actually updated my build list in between videos, so we've got a ton more well-being foundations which will improve our approval, and I'm also going to need to get some more manpower and more ships as well. If I'm going to win via supremacy or conquest, taking all the capitals or just taking a ton of systems, I need more fleets. So I've got about 50-60 command points. I want to get up to at least 120 coming up, I think. And yeah, probably be going after the Cravers and the Sophon next. Right, so there's one more thing I need to do before I end the turn, or would like to do. I've got a few fleets that I could arguably move, but I think I'll keep there to get the manpower back with those. I've actually got a small fleet forming here, and I've actually got a new shadow ship design that I've updated. I'm going to move that on in hope of finding the Cravers capital. I had already sent one, but it's a lot slower, that older version. So if we have a look at the Riftborn scout ships, explorer type ships, I thought I'd better wait for the explosion because it's quite loud. So I don't really like the Riftborn's explorers because they have 2 weapons. It's just not necessary. I would much rather more support modules. So what I did with this is just added a couple of range and kept 1 pro. Right, may switch them back to the older site design at some point. Now in this update, what was actually added, which I haven't shown yet, is a bit of proper diplomacy. So I had a look to see who I could maybe get a treaty with before starting the video, and the only realistic one is Lumeris. So I would like to see what happens with peace treaty and a trade agreement, and I'm sure you wouldn't mind seeing that as well. So as you can see though, they're not exactly too encouraging when it comes to getting a deal here, so I'm going to have to give them a bit of a bribe. When I say a bit, I mean a lot. So let's get this. Yeah, so that should be enough. Okay. Did that work? Yes. Alright, fucking popped up. The branch of peace is welcomed by the families. May this be the beginning of a more profitable times. Right. So I believe we are still able to declare war on them pretty easily, which I'm more than likely going to want to do. But yeah, we get to see a bit of diplomacy for the first time in any of these Let's Plays I've done so far. And you can see now we're actually trading with one of their external subsidiaries, which actually is the planet they culture flipped off me. If we have a look in the trade and resources part though, to be honest, I think that hasn't really changed much, if at all. It may even have gone down for some reason. Since I did that deal, I probably should have showed it before. I'm going to sell some of my luxuries to get my money back in a bit though. They are, well, I'm earning a heck of a lot. Wow, I really am. Actually, I think that's gone up a lot. Maybe this hasn't updated quite. I think I was earning about 90 before. Anyway, so I think that's it for the turn. I moved a ton of freight around as well last turn in between videos. So we get antimatter, not too long a time. That's going to be very, very useful. My main fleets are on the way to Jovanas. They're going to be coming up there this turn. They're all already automated. My fleets over there, probably should be moving them now down towards the Cravers or even the Sophon. I may actually make a demand off the Sophon coming up, but maybe I should wait until this war finishes. So there's a new trading company created. I need to find a place for that coming up. Okay, there's a pop-up there. Our relations were a long, slow descent. This war is just the next logical step. Okay, I think they just declared war on me. Right, my frame rate's not looking too good. Have they literally declared war on me? No, they haven't. It says Cold War there. So there will be no doubt coming up. Right, let's assign a skill here. And this guy really doesn't have very good options at all. Don't need more approval because of that long term. So I'm going to take that bit of science. Right. I think he's on yin maybe. Right. So that's done. I'm going to move my fleets on. Still haven't found a Craver capital. They've actually got more stuff to colonize quite a bit up here. Right, my fleets are there. I am going to move them on, I think. They should have enough manpower, or should they? It's not a huge amount actually, you know. Well, I can't get it back there anyway because I don't own that system. So which ones do have the manpower? Those two. Okay, so I'll split those two up. I'll move them on. And the others, there's not much point in taking them if I don't have manpower. It's not like I have to attack a fleet or anything. Okay, I think I've done probably all the key movement this turn now. So what I'm going to do is take a minute out to finish up the rest of the movement, update my build list and do my freight. Okay, so systems management screen is updated this turn. As you can see, more manpower going in, starting to get more ships out, doing system development there. Happiness is still a concern, but yeah, back to happy is very good. So I've done small bits of movement. I've brought one of the fleets that was there down along this route. I'm going to be bringing it over to the Cravers, I believe. In terms of where I'm making ships, I'm making them mainly in this area. I'm sure there was a United Empire settler ship over here at some point. I don't know where it's gone. I'm going to start to make a fleet down here as well to take on the Sophon. I might need some ships in that area. I'm planning on making a demand off them pretty soon. The trade HQ, well, the place I'm going to stick it is Bundas. I don't know if the size of a system and its output makes any difference to the trade. It's quite possible it does. The reason why I'm sticking it here though is because currently the trade really doesn't have much going on in this area, so I definitely want to trade HQ over there. I want trade coming around this route basically as well. There's paths. So I need to put a subsidiary over here somewhere. I'm thinking of putting it in Naus. And I need a trade capital in this area as well. Now I'd prefer it to have like more systems next to it, because I think you get adjacency bonus to extra luxuries if you happen to have a subsidiary next to them or a capital. So I'm going to put, yeah, as I mentioned, the capital there. So I should get the extra of those resources and those resources and those resources from the capital itself, I think. And then when it flows, the trade goes through here, it will pick up the other resources en route to the subsidiary. I think that's how it works, but yeah, there's no real guides or information about trade. It's just observation at the moment from me. I'm trying to figure it out still. I think I've got a pretty decent grasp of it though. I think it's along those lines. So yeah, in terms of what I've got left to do this turn, I'm going to upgrade some of my hero ships, which I haven't done for a while, and I've been forgetting to do really. So these short beams are really rubbish, weren't they? It turned out. I'm going to switch them to missiles, I think. I have a better shield available now. I think the Cravers probably use more projectile weapons than beams, so that could be a reason to slightly change my fleet. These siege things I think are probably only worthwhile if you have loads of them, and I'm not going to have loads of them. I'm going to rely on manpower. So I need to get a better module here. I've already got enough movement, so it's a case of what next. I can increase the damage, that's definitely an option. Reduce the way to be targeted, I don't really mind about that, I think. Repair ship after battle, I assume that's just this ship, not the whole fleet. That I don't have resources for. How about projectile damage then? Get a bit of extra output on it. So what resource did that use? None. Okay, just money. Alright, let's apply the design. That's going to cost only 163 credits. I think I can do exactly the same with a couple other of my heroes who have run out of movement here. Oh, there's actually one. So there's one hero there I need to do on. I think there's one here somewhere. Okay, no extra module on that one. Right, I think that's it for the turn. So... oh, no, I definitely want to move that still. So I'm going to move this as quickly as possible over to the Cravers. Going to come to that system to seek it so we can travel quickly along, well, not along the lanes. And yeah, that's, I'm pretty sure it. I'll move it. So, next turn. Okay. So I did freight as well, of course. Right, it's a new hero. Well, a hero that's got an upgrade this turn. So in terms of Cravers, taking them on, the only thing I'm massively interested in is their capital, but it could of course culture flip me at some stage. I'd be surprised if Cravers go for that tech, so I might just try and take the capital and peace out. That's what I'm thinking. With the Sophons, I want their capital, and I might try and take some of their otherworlds, but it's not that important. I'm sure I keep on turning this off and it always comes back on. I'm not sure if that's... yeah, maybe there's a bug to do with that one. The others seem to work though. So it's just pop-ups basically. You want the emergency stuff popping up and not the rest really. This hero has a new level. I'm going to take the tiny bit extra in resource deposits there, I think. Okay. Let's close that. terms of movement, let's move things on. So yeah, let's get up there. I think I built a special building at some point. I also at some point deleted a special building on Yin. I had the money, extra money, 1 per empire. I deleted it because I wanted to move it somewhere else, and it sadly hasn't reappeared, so that was a mistake actually, so don't go doing that. Right, let's move on fleets then. Okay, now hopefully I've got enough manpower. Yeah, these need to go and find some manpower, which probably means coming to there, or well, Yin might be under their influence now. Okay, I think it has to be an own system orbiting, not in someone else's influence, to get your manpower back. Right, let's attack whatever happens to be here then. Can I upgrade? No, because yeah, I think it's in the territories you can. Let's attack with that one. It's a Corvette here. So I won't watch this because yeah, there's no point. So which one of these do I want? Didn't I change these cards at some stage? Did I change for the wrong card? Well, we'll have the dust one anyway. And let's have that. That's a reason to have short partially though. Let's fight. I'll have to check my cards in a second. Right, I think they retreated. Let's have a look at this. What? That's a bug as well. Okay. That's really weird. I haven't changed that. Pretty sure I didn't, unless I mucked up last time around. Let's put that back there then. And long. Yeah, play. Okay. Right. We should now be able to invade. I'll do infiltration. Let's watch, I guess. Right. So I should take this in 2 turns and bring this war to an end. Maybe could have tried to take it this turn and bring the war to an end, but I think it would have been a bit risky blitzing. There's no truce demand offer this turn, so it's not like I need it in a crazy rush. My approval actually seems to be recovering with those well-being foundations. So did a heck of a lot of damage there, and yeah, that looks pretty nice. I'll probably do preemptive bombing next time around just to make sure of it. It protected the system. Let's continue then. So what's there to move? There's a shadow ship which has got in. It does have some probes. Let's send one over to there. Bring that over there. Oh, I think I just used the movement by using a probe. I always forget that. Those, yeah, I think that's the only key movement. So that's, well, you know what? With this hero, I'm just going to upgrade in the same fashion as I did with the other one, so I won't show that. Right, at this point then, I'm going to take a minute out, or more than a minute actually, to update my build list and do my freight movement. So here is the updated systems management screen this turn. It's probably, well, you can probably get more of an idea about what I'm making and where by just looking at the icons on the systems in certain places. So I've got a culture building going up there, unique one. Get more of this within my territory. That's where I've decided to put it. Making some ships there. I'm going to be making some there. And making ships there. I think I've mentioned this before. Cassini's pumping out Riftborn every turn. I need another place to start doing that. And the movement this turn, what I've done, I'm started to put 2 Wraiths into a fleet just to give it more speed. So they would move 11 per turn, 2 extra movement for each of those. So it's an extra 4. And yeah, I got fleets starting to come around here. That one needs manpower actually, so I need to take that to get manpower from Laws, which I won't be able to do otherwise unless I bring it up there or maybe there or there. I've got three main entryways into the Craver space: Yin, Cassini, and from over here. So mainly my ships are coming from that direction at the moment, but I'm making a fleet up there, and Cassini's a bit weak, but it does have yeah, defense on there if the Cravers were to bring some ships down. Certainly a very different situation to the last time when the Cravers declared war on me. So yeah, let's send a turn. It is possible they will be declaring war on me again, but if they don't, well, I'm going to declare war on them. So, what's going on? Hero got an upgrade. Singularity has run out, so I've got to do that somewhere. I'm moving most of the Riftborn I'm making from Cassini down to Viacras, and then I'll probably move them from there. But my Riftborn numbers are pretty insubstantial compared to the other populations. I've got a lot of United Empire and freight, so it's not quite counting as 50, but the bonus isn't special at all anyway for them. Yeah, more the Riftborns actually. But yeah, Sophons I want more of, and Mavros, so I'm trying to get them on each and every planet. The others don't really care about unless they give bonuses. The Lumeris are now friendly with us. You seem quite productive. Perhaps in the future we could trade. I think she's been drinking again, so yeah, we're actually already trade. So Giovannis probably can take it with infiltration. Let's make sure. Let's preemptive bomb, get 3 rounds of combat and fight. Okay, something happening, I'm not sure what. The screen was seemed a bit weird then, if I'm not mistaken. Probably should have minimized that just before doing this combat just to see what was going on. But yeah, I want to. Let's defeat this. Who goes there? Alright, that's the eye, not the planet. Okay, and it looks like it took a couple of rounds. So I didn't really need to preemptive bomb, but not much damage anyway. Okay. Ooh, what the hell's going on here? Subsidiary on Rukbat lost. Did we lose a place to culture? Oh, we took that. Didn't think we were in danger of losing one to culture. Okay. Looks like the Sophons just got culture tech, and that just happened to be within their influence. So I've actually lost both the systems I took once upon a time off the Sophons. Yeah, one to Lumeris, one to the Sophon. So well, yeah, it's not going to be too long actually before I'm declaring war on these guys, so I'll be taking that and that definitely, if not their other systems as well. So what else is going on this turn? Well, we got yeah, this is mentioned in the culture thing. Rukbat has captured Choidol. With its influence, it received the colonized planets improvements in the population of your system. So I think how this works is basically there's a price that you can pay to immediately get it, and that's probably what they did, because I hadn't noticed it being under culture threat before. Okay, so yeah, we got 5 turns to get that back. I may have actually moved it from there anyway, not sure. Did we complete? Yeah, we completed one on Bundus this turn. So this is my trade network, and you can see it's flowing pretty nicely now to the subsidiary. So I should, in theory, be getting more resources and money from that. To be honest, I'm not sure I am. Looks like it might have gone down recently. Probably because I lost a subsidiary. That's a good sign anyway. So I think I'll put on subsidiary D, even though it doesn't have luxuries, it might be worthwhile just to complete more of a loop. There's a route there which nothing's going along, but there's not a lot along that route, so it probably doesn't matter, but Might be nice to do that. What's this from the Cravers? Ah, down. Now that is what I was looking for. We have found the capital. It's on Razam, planet of Husk. I have a trade company there as well, if I did want to trade with them. So most of my fleet's coming in this direction, and that's the right direction to come from. Hero, let's upgrade this one. So it's up to level 11. Oh, that's on system. Defending, troop health. Yeah, what the hell, I'll take it just to open up the next ring. It's probably very hard to complete the heroes, all of their skills actually. I mean, we haven't gotten to the last ring finishes yet for any of them. Okay, so in terms of... well, do the United Empire even exist now? Let's have a look. Supposedly they do. Yeah, they must have colonies somewhere. To be honest, their influence definitely isn't a threat now, so I'm gonna peace out with them. Well, you know what, I won't. I just want to see if they are wiped out next turn. I'll take a approval hit, just to see if we get a message from them or something. So in terms of fleets, let's move on my fleets. So there's some coming over here. I don't think they're quite in range yet. Right, I'm going to now take a minute out to update my build list and maybe upgrade some of my heroes here and get them moving. Okay, here is my systems management screen for the turn then. So as you can see, still getting in manpower, but most of my happiness has gone in. For Jovinus, I had to save and load the game, of course, because there's a bug which allowed me to make that once I'd done it. So I actually sold my resources as well, at least some of them, my Eden Incense, so I just kept enough to be able to make that this turn, and we get an extra 140 odd as well coming up, so we'll have more next turn if I need any more. When I loaded into the game, I was actually attacked by this minor fleet somewhere, so there's one of my scouts. If we can click on that, it can take me to where it is. Damn, there was an expedition to do there actually. I wish I'd done that before saving and loading, but I'm gonna have to retreat now, and I may die as well, so that sucks. Okay, yeah, I was able to retreat luckily. Did all my freight this turn, moved my fleets, so I've just got stuff coming over here. What's there? There's some... I think I sent a leader over here. Where is it? I can't even... Ah, here it is. So yeah, it's got a couple of rigs. It's going to get there eventually. That fleet's coming in next turn. The couple of fleets I had there, I sent one in that direction. That one can probably come down towards the Sophon. And that fleet is coming up there to go over after the Cravers. After taking out the Cravers, I'm going to probably have a look for the Vodiani. Try and take out their capital ship. And then... yeah, we need to get scouts down towards the Horatio and the Lumeris to find the capital. But yeah, I think I'm done for the turn actually, apart from this. I have a shadow ship down here. Let's try and get it over to there if possible. Find out whatever happens to be there. Subsidiary coming in next turn. Right, let's end the turn.
That is your universe, willing to do anything to save our own.